Hello, my name is Lee. I'm the conflict resolver, and I'm here to help you have a more peaceful life. For the next few weeks, I'm going to talk about questions because questions are incredibly powerful. Whether you're trying to learn something new, understand someone else's perspective, or build a relationship, questions are the way to do it. Today, we'll talk about what not to do, especially in a conflict situation, if you want your questions to work for you. Please like and subscribe. If you have a question you'd like me to answer in a future video, leave a comment below. You can also email questions to advice@leechandler.com. Questions can really help you understand the other person when you're in a conflict or having a hard conversation. If you're listening well, you're going to have a question or two. By asking questions, you show that you care about their perspective, you demonstrate your understanding of what they're saying, and you reveal areas where they aren't getting their point across. Questions are crucial and can make a huge difference when you're trying to resolve a dispute. But not all questions are created equal when you're trying to prevent, resolve, or de-escalate a conflict. And there are a few kinds of questions I recommend never asking in these situations because they almost always do more harm than good. The first kind of question to avoid are questions that provoke defensiveness. The example you've probably heard is the why question. When you're talking about something personal, how someone feels, what they did, or what they want to do, asking them why will almost always make them feel like they need to defend their position. Add a little bit of tension to your voice and you'll really sound like you're challenging them. Eliminating why from these conversations will help you avoid this issue, but won't get you around it entirely. Be aware of the potential for a defensive response to all of your questions, especially if you do actually feel like the other person is being unreasonable. The second kind of question to avoid is the cross-examination. It can be so tempting to lead someone down a path of questions that's guaranteed to prove you right, especially when you know that you are right. But even if you get your answer, you'll lose so much goodwill with this kind of questioning that it usually isn't worth it. If you catch yourself trying to win an argument through questions or trying to back someone into a corner with questions, stop. You're not making things better. And the third kind of question to avoid if you're trying to resolve a conflict is the rhetorical question. Any question you don't want an answer to, that you're just asking to make a point, is probably not moving you in the right direction. That kind of question makes the conversation feel one-sided and will give the impression that you don't actually care what the other person has to say. If you want to make a point, do it without the question mark. So now that we've eliminated some unhelpful questions, we can talk about how to use questions more effectively. Come back next week for more.